All right, I'm gonna get straight to the point with this video. I watched Dr. Phil today from four.
Okay, that's wonderful.
I'm making a video about this. I watched from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Dr. Phil could not convince this 80-year-old woman. He could not convince her, and her son could not convince this 80-year-old woman that she was being scammed and catfished. Do you think Dr. Phil's gonna lie about something like that? Do you think Dr. Phil would lie to an 80-year-old woman? He goes, listen, you don't know if this is a man or woman you're talking to. And the man's name was Sean Carter. Sean Carter. Her son was in tears from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. The whole hour, Dr. Phil knows she is being scammed. She's 80 years old. He couldn't convince her. She just didn't know how. She just didn't. She didn't suck it up and take it in, and she didn't let Dr. Phil. She didn't let Dr. Phil convince her. She didn't let Dr. Phil convince her. The 80-year-old woman would not let Dr. Phil convince her that she was being scammed. She pretty much didn't believe Dr. Phil at all. The whole hour she just didn't get it. He said, "You are being scammed, and you're being catfished." Dr. Phil said, "That is not a reality." And well, I'm still gonna talk to him. The old woman goes, "I'm still gonna talk to him, but he took all the money, so I can't send no more money." And I seen her son, the 80-year-old woman's son, break down in tears probably 4 or 5 times. They had all the people, the virtual screens on the walls, and then they had the audience. That's the same dude that Dr. Phil McGraw, Robin McGraw. They're the same ones that did Bad Baby. Remember Bad Baby, the little rapper, the little girl that refuses to. I don't know. She still got a beef with Dr. Phil. She still got a beef with Whoa Vicky. She still got beef with her mother. Bad Baby still complains to this day about her mother, which the mother went out of her way for Danielle. Her mother actually went out of her way for Danielle, but Danielle don't want to accept that she might be complaining about the wrong stuff to the wrong people. But anyway, Phil McGraw, Robin McGraw, Dr. Phil. I have never in my life noticed that some people, you could tell them the honest to God truth. You can be honest and sincere, but there's some people you just can't convince of anything. He tried to convince this old woman that's like 80 years old. Said, that's not your boyfriend. You don't know who that person is. She said he was stuck in Dubai, Dubia or something. Dubai. He couldn't convince her. Dr. Phil could not convince this old woman that she was being scammed and catfish. She didn't understand it. And then it was like trying to well, listen, old lady, you might be bipolar. You might have mental illness. But the son and the son's wife set her mother up to meet Dr. Phil. If you go look on YouTube, it should be on there. If you look on YouTube, this Dr. Phil, he probably already posted the video. It's an old woman that couldn't capture that the fact that Dr. Phil was trying to explain to her she's being catfished and scammed. She sent like $50,000. Never, not one, not, there wasn't, the Sean Carter didn't exist. It was this, a lunatic, crazy son of a bitch that's ripping her off. That's all.